the Rich Vernadeau Show.
About Let Go, how does that work when you sell something on Let Go?
Oh, it's just the same as like the all the other apps. I mean, it's really the exact same concept. They just like to do different names of it. In fact, very few of them actually do anything significantly different, which is fine because if it's not broken, you know what I mean?
Right.
No need to fix
Pretty much
it.
you put a picture of an item on there and a description, and then whatever
More
price.
bidding than anything, you know.
So it is auction styles, kind of like eBay.
Oh yeah, I mean it was. I'm sure it's the same. I don't see why it would have changed, but yeah.
Now I had heard that Let Go lets you kind of localize in on your area with the zip code for stuff in your area.
You can do within a certain you can shop within a certain area, but you can also look at the. I'm sorry, you can't look at the buyer,
right?
But you can keep from having too much. You can keep from having to put ship it too far or anything like that, or ship it at all. Like if you want local pickup, they'll do local pickup and things like that, which is really good.
Uh-huh.
So you can keep it local, like a swap shop kind of thing, like the swap shop on Facebook. You know, Paris, Texas swap shop.
Yeah,
which there are a lot of people on. It's insane how big it is. You know, what's weird is there's the stigma about Craigslist here. Like nobody uses Craigslist, which is, I mean, I haven't been on it in a long time, but I remember in Napa, I sold all my shit on Craigslist. I mean, it was great.
Right. Yeah, I've very definitely heard that Craigslist is an excellent place to sell as well. Now, a lot of people are using local Facebook swap shops in the city or town in which they live. Have you had any experience with the ones in this area?
Yeah, I have a lot of experience. They're great, actually. They work really well. I have a problem. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the data mining and the compilation of data, selling it to whoever wants it. But I have an issue with how Facebook, the whole Facebook group thing, has just kind of cornered everything. I mean, people do everything through Facebook, and I fucking try to stay off Facebook as much as I can. It's been linked to lower quality of fucking life. They've done a lot of studies in that direction. It's problematic.
I'm curious about that.
Depression.
Do you remember it increases depression?
Yeah.
I'd be curious to read some of those studies, particularly about the lower quality of life. But do you remember the names of any of them, or where I might find them online?
No, not. Unfortunately, my memory is shot, so I don't do specifics.
Well, maybe a Google. That's okay. I can do a Google search and probably find it.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Okay. Now, for a moment, I want to talk about Mercari. I think you mentioned Mercari to me and that you've used it. Tell me a little about Mercari.
It's pretty much the same, really. I mean, unfortunately, there's nothing dramatically different about any of them, to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
When eBay came out, it was
and it's still where the biggest audience is. No question about that.
I hate to say it, I go to eBay. That's one of my first places because I can find things that I can't find anywhere else.
I think everybody shops there for that reason. Same way with Amazon.
Absolutely.
Now, both have been described, both eBay and Amazon, as vertical monopolies.
Absolutely.
I definitely would agree with that.
Absolutely. I mean, and you can take part in that, but yeah, absolutely. There's a monopoly on it because they're the easiest to go to, especially with the apps and with the wide array of what they sell. Because of Amazon, you can get fucking groceries. Right. You can, you could schedule appointments, things. You can, find information on shops you need to go to if they don't have anything online. I mean,
one of the things, by the way, that online selling has done, and I'm sure you're aware of this, is it has really impacted brick and mortar retail. There's a lot of malls in the United States that have taken a hit. There's a lot of stores that have closed down, and it's because the shopping has migrated so much over to the online versus the going in the brick and mortar and shopping.
Which I enjoy. I mean, sometimes it's easier to get things. I mean, I like going to my local store. That's the thing.
Right,
this is the local bookshop. This is where we come. We come and we buy things. That's what we want. We want to keep it
small, independent.
Yeah, and that's one thing I love about Napa. Napa gives the wineries and the wine industry out there. I mean, they give back locally to a great extent. I mean, it's impressive. I had a focus group where they had spoke on that, not at length, but they told a lot about what the wineries do to the charity auctions, things like that. There's a lot of money, by the way, that probably helps. But they really give back to the community and to local, wine merchants and things like that. Because they fought hard. Costco wanted to come into Napa.
Right.
Napa fucking didn't want that shit. They did not want a Costco coming because Costco is one of the largest retailers of wine in America.
Back in the 80s, the late 80s, there was an article in Newsweek about some towns up in Illinois that had voted to keep Walmart from coming in because they knew it would cause the small mom and pop businesses to shut down and so on and so on. And that has happened nationwide, of course. You know what I mean?
I believe Walmart's a significant factor in the decline.
And even though I love Netflix, and I'm sure you do too, you know, it was the demise of Blockbuster.
Yeah.
And there's something nice about going to something like Blockbuster and, you know, renting your movies or, you know, there's something nice about that. At the same time, I understand streaming is being pushed by the studios and by the online.
Well, I'm the type of digital whatever that I enjoy that. I don't want to. I lose things. I'll sell things. You know what I mean? Like I have to go digital with my games, for example, because I would hard times, and I need a little money. I need to pay a bill. I'll sell a game or something. You know, something that I don't really want to sell, but it's the easiest thing to sell to get a little bit of cash and not much, mind you. For how much you pay for it, it's the minuscule amount. It's actually really bad. But sometimes you need a little bit of cash, and so I mean, I come from very little money, and I keep it the same. Unfortunately, I probably do that to myself for some subconscious reason.
Hop around